Hi, I'm Camille.
My name is Elise Sterling.
I'm Caitlin.
My name is Madeline.
It's August 17th, 2021, and
I'm a first year med student. Probably just like the personal and academic growth along like the pre-med and medical school journey so far. Just like growth of knowledge from learning everything in pre-med and like building upon that in med school, and like personal growth. Like even just in these past few weeks, I've noticed like personal growth, like academically as well as just like living on my own for the first time, having to do things for myself for the first time while managing med school at the same time. So yeah.
Probably just the stress of waiting and feeling very anxiety ridden, feeling like you're almost not good enough, waiting for that interview, and by waiting for the maybe acceptance, wait list, etc. That was the hardest part, was waiting and feeling like, I guess feeling the doubt. The doubt was the worst part, I would say. The doubt and the stress.
I guess it was my boyfriend and all of the people he worked with. So they kind of were at the peak of it. They were being called in to work with COVID patients and come take care of them. And I think at first it was hard to see how difficult it was. Like I think I saw it from a more personal level, what that did to him and how it took a toll on his peers too. But every time we talked about it, I felt deep down that I also wanted to be there. Like I wasn't trying to run from it. I think I saw how difficult it was and I saw what they were going through, but I also wanted to be going through it. And I also wanted to be there for patients. And so I think that piece of last year solidified or maybe not solidified, but like showed me that, okay, like there's obviously a desire there and I want to pursue it further.
Ooh. The most difficult course in my pre-med journey was pharmacology in my master's program. Shout out to all the pharmacists, y'all are great, because all those drugs, they sound the same, they treat the same symptoms, so it was really hard just being able to like differentiate like what goes to what treats what specifically binds to what. Like pharmacology, that is a field, so shout out to y'all.
I want to be a doctor because medicine's so cool. I don't know why you wouldn't want to be a doctor. That's the hard part. It's like, why do you want to be a doctor? Why wouldn't you want to be a doctor? Medicine's so cool, and it's like this constantly evolving, it's almost like a living being that's like constantly evolving and changing, and you get to help people in the process. Like I really don't know what else you could want from a job. It makes your brain work and expects a lot of you. I want to work somewhere where it's not mundane. And then I also get to help people. It's crazy that you get to do all of these crazy things and all cool science things, but also help people in the process. I don't know. I just think medicine's really cool, the end of it. But I also really like people, and I like talking to people, so I could probably talk to a wall if you let me. And so I just want to meet a lot of people, do really cool things, and like work in science. So that was a really terrible answer.
That's why we prepare our interview.
Yes, because that's what my interview answer would have been. I just really like science and medicine's so cool, but like, help. I don't know. I'm a nerd and I just really like medicine, and it's very cool. And like also I really like people, so it's really dope that I get to do all the things at once.
As of right now, I'm interested in a couple specialties. I'm interested in surgery. I'm not sure what type of surgery, but plastics and orthopedics really interest me. I'm also interested in dermatology because I just like picking at my face, which is kind of bad, but and then emergency medicine as well. So hopefully in these next 4 years, I'll narrow that down.
Oh gosh. Compassionate, competitive, and compassionate, competitive. This shouldn't be this hard. Loyal, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's the 3 words.
Stressful. It's stressful. If I could add an extra word, it'd be worth it. But stressful.
Woof. Because it is one big woof.
2. I think I'm trying to balance them all, and so I have hit a little bit of it every single day. I've done a little bit of school, a little bit of family, a little bit of trying to make friends. But as we all know, at some point, you can't do it all, and so one always suffers. Either school is suffering, or my relationships are suffering, or my friendships are suffering because I'm not going out. So I think I'm not doing it well. One on any given day might be going well, but not all of them are going well, so that's why I've given myself a 2. I feel like I put most of my time right now into my relationship with my partner and my family. And I don't think I would change that answer. I don't think I would put it anywhere else. If it means that I'm not the best in the class, I would rather say that I kept those relationships up and still have a strong support system behind me than, be in the top quintile.
Is that just in general? In general, what is most important to me right now? I'm don't give an inauthentic answer because you know what your inauthentic answer is. Give an authentic answer. Oh, gosh. I guess right now, just getting through it, just staying sane is most important to me, and making sure that I don't lose myself in the process, or lose any of my relationships in the process of this. So I guess the most important thing to me is not getting consumed by medical school, but still keeping it a priority.
The most difficult part for me in 2020 was moving to a different state and starting my master's program, and it was 2020, so it was COVID, and not being able to interact with my classmates. So the first time I met my classmates was our first test. Everything else was online and in person, so just kind of being isolated from people for that long period of time, and then also starting a master's program. I got a master's in biomedical sciences, so it was obviously hard, and just learning science and having everything online. It was kind of an adjustment, school-wise and social-wise. So you have to make an adjustment in both aspects of your life. So that was pretty hard, but we adjusted.
Push through because it's worth it. When I was studying for the MCAT, I was many days I was like, I am not gonna get through this. Why am I doing this to myself? Why am I studying 8-9 hours a day to take a 7-hour test? The most important test of your life, pretty much, to see if you're gonna get into med school or not. So I would just tell myself, relax, it's gonna be okay. You're gonna get through the MCAT, you're gonna get into med school, you're gonna thrive and end up becoming a physician. And don't sacrifice things you enjoy in your life just for an important test. There was many days, I know we were in quarantine, but there was many days I I would just stay in my room all day, avoiding my family, or I'd get so stressed out I'd kind of snap at my family. And like looking back on that, I kind of regret doing that. And if I would just like calm down and just took a little breather, or like took breaks in studying just to like go and visit with them and talk with them to kind of like relieve that stress. So yeah, that's what I tell myself.
I think I would give my next year's self the advice of just not stressing about every little thing in your life, which is easier said than done. But I feel like I miss out on a lot of opportunities because I overthink things. I feel like I don't have time. I feel like everything has to go right. Everything has to just like be perfect. And it doesn't, because I still got here. And if I had talked to like 5 years ago self, I probably would have said like, oh, I messed up this little thing and now I'm not going to be a doctor. But like I got into medical school. So, you know, next year's self just needs to like chill out.
I am happy, honestly. I'm really happy. Like, I'm in med school. It's hard, but I'm happy overall. Like, I cannot complain.
Probably just like realizing all my hard work throughout undergrad and my whole life is actually like helped me get to this moment right now. And I think just realizing that, and like realizing that I'm be making a difference in people's lives in a few years is just very rewarding.
Yes. And I always have to say, well, this all happened pretty much before I even got to med school. So I just have to tell people, I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what you're talking about usually. And one time my grandmother sent me she had lung cancer and she's fine, she's in remission, but she gets lung CTs every like yearly now. But every single time she gets one, she sends me the report and the disc, and I have to tell her every single time. I don't know what I would even be looking at. I have no clue. So yeah, but especially with COVID, everyone likes to ask me things. Do you want to like okay,
What is that?
my mom just texted me. Elliot had a bad nosebleed in the Elliot, which is my little brother who's 13. Elliot had a bad nosebleed in the night last night. What are some things that can cause this? Accompanied by a photo of the blood. So like the timing on this is absolutely uncanny. I have no idea what causes a nosebleed. I don't know. So the answer to that question is yes.
On average, I probably say I get about 6 hours of sleep. I do want to try for 7, but look at school things working out, we'll take 6.
When I do have spare time, obviously work out. I love to bake or like cook healthy things, like healthy different meals for meal preps, or like banana nut muffins. I've made so many batches of banana nut muffins during COVID. I'm honestly kind of tired of them right now. I like to watch Netflix, just kind of like chill.
I hope to be a bit more sure of myself. I feel like I am always doubting myself. I'm anxious about the choices I make and how they affect me, how they affect other people. And I hope that I just become a bit more, as the cheesy saying goes, like accept the things that I can't change and, change the things I can, and just be okay with the choices I make.
I think being a physician is definitely multifaceted. I think it's being a professional and knowing the knowledge about science and knowing the things you need to know about taking care of people. I think it also involves being very personable with people, being able to relate to different people from different cultures and ethnicities and backgrounds. I also think being a physician has to do with being a leader, as in, you know, promoting scientific advancements, as well as being a follower. The patient knows themselves best, so sometimes, you know, you have your professional advice, but you have to be able to listen to your colleagues, to your superiors, to your patients about what, you know, they think is best, or what type of treatment they feel like should do. I think it's being able to be confident in your abilities, but also be humble enough to listen to other people. I think it's being a mentor to other people that, you know, who are following you. Yeah, I think it's multifaceted. I think that's what I like about the title of being a physician. It's not just, you're just a physician. You have so many different roles and responsibilities that you can step into and out of at any time.
Whew. So actually my brother's friend is beginning his pre-med journey, so he comes to me for a lot of advice. So I just tell him, like, make sure this is what you want to do, because I know it's a long and hard journey, and I'm not trying to like deter you from that path, but just make sure this is what you want to do, because if you don't have the passion for it, like, you're not going to honestly get anywhere, and then you're not going to have the motivation to get through the MCAT and get through all your classes if you don't truly enjoy it and truly want it. So just make sure it's what you want to do. Enjoy the journey. Like, don't stress yourself out so much about the small things. If you make a B in a class, it's okay. If you make a C in a class, it's okay. Your grades or your GPA do not define who you are. And if I would have known that, like, throughout college, I would have been way less stressed throughout all of undergrad. And then make time for you. Like, if you don't want to go to class, don't go to class. Like, take the day off. If you need a personal day to just decompress, take that day, decompress, do something fun. Don't sacrifice time with your family and friends, because it's definitely not worth it. And just stay strong, trust the process, and just know that you'll eventually make it, and it is definitely worth it. Okay, right now?
Whenever you want to.
Okay. My name is Madeline Gautreaux. It is August 17th. I'm 22 years old. Let me restart that.
Should I say hi, or should I just be like, my
Okay, do that one now.
Yeah, whenever you
Okay.
feel
Hi, I'm Camille. No.
Also, boyfriend's got to stick around now because he's officially in the 4-year interview. So.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you really liked it. Please subscribe for more great content, like, comment down below any questions or information you'd like to know regarding medicine or medical school, or any suggestions that you have for future videos you'd like to see. I've got right here linked my Instagram, my TikTok account, probably around here, and here I'm going to try to link my latest video. Stay tuned, and I'll see you guys next week on the Doctors for Tomorrow.